Hello dandelions! It is time to have an adventure in the Slavic Tales again. Since you are already aware of artifacts you can find and creatures you can meet there, it is time to explore popular picture-worthy destinations of Slavic folklore. Please remain seated during the tour. We are about to begin the list of top 5 magical places in Slavic fairy tales. Lukomorye. The noun Locomorye roughly translates to the curve of the seashore. Also, Lukomorye is a sacred place in Eastern Slavic folklore where the world tree is standing. The tree is a bridge between worlds, as its roots reach the underworld and its top rests in the sky. There is an oak with a golden chain and a cat, probably Buyan, that goes round and round on the chain. Poet Alexander Pushkin wrote about this place in his poem Ruslan and Lyudmila, where Locomorye is described as a magical land by the sea. Locomorye, a place full of magic. You can meet the spirit of forest Vещий there, malicious water spirit Rusalka, and if you are lucky, to see Baba Yaga and her hut with chicken legs. Much is going on in Locomorye. Very handsome knights, battles, Kashey the Deathless. It is surrounded by unknown paths with tracks of unseen beasts. Where will you go if you come across one of those unknown paths? No matter which way you choose, the Prophetic Stone will direct you to your destiny. You can see the English version of the poem on the screen, but I decided not to read it. It sounds weird in English for me for some reason. The Prophetic Stone. Вещий камень. At the fork of the Slavic Tales path lies a prophetic stone, and on it is an inscription. This stone is a famous directional sign in fairy tales and Belinas, Slavic heroic epic ballads. The hero stumbles upon a sign at a crossroad and sees a message on a stone. The message varies from tale to tale, but I will read aloud the most common one. If you go left, you will be rich. If you go right, you will be married. And if you go straight, you will find death. It is always 3 roads, 3 paths. The warrior usually chooses the worst option, faces the evil and defeats it. If you get to choose, in which direction would you go? The mysterious Bouyon Island. Остров Buyan. Buyan is a mythical island located somewhere in the sea or ocean. It is a sky kingdom with eternal summer, the center of all powerful natural phenomena associated with the sky. Slavs believed that the road to the sun almost always goes through the sea, which might have something to do with seeing the sunset on the seashore. What do you think? Bouyon Island is a place of wealth and prosperity, where the forces of light resist all evil. Slavs prayed to powerful beings that live on the island to have a good harvest, sunny or rainy days, heal from injuries, and have a happy life. The mysterious Bouyon Island is home to many sky gods, supernatural beings, mythological creatures and artifacts, and surprisingly, Christian saints, because rebranding had a place to be. Yes, it is a very diverse island. Many Slavic folklore spells would begin with words. On the sea ocean, on the island of Buyan, lies the Alatyr stone. According to Slavic mythology, Alatyr is a sacred stone, father of all stones, which is said to hold sacred laws of Svarog and have healing abilities. In the center of the universe, the beautiful maiden Zarya sits on the Alatyr stone and creates dawn and sunset with her veil. She is the goddess of morning light and dew. Later, Zarya transformed into the image of the Virgin Mary, because why not? I don't need to repeat the obvious 100 times. The same happened to the god of thunder Perun. He lived on the island but became Elijah the prophet and continued his duties of driving thunder with rain in his chariot and throwing lightning bolts at evil spirits. One of the few creatures on Bouyon Island is the wonderful bird Tertim, mother of all birds, who makes the winds wild with her wings. The mother of all birds isn't there alone, and she has Sirin, Gamayun and Alkanost as a company. Snake Scarapei, the lord of all snakes, is also known to live on the island. Not only affirmative creatures live on Bouyon Island. There are mentions in the folklore about the spirits of fever and cholera as fantastical bird-like beasts that cause diseases on humans and animals with their wings. This totally contradicts the first paragraph about Bouyon Island, but who said that life is supposed to make sense? The city of Kitish, Kitish-grad. This place is Atlantis of the Slavic world. The legend tells that Georgi II Vsevolodych founded Kitish at the Lake Svetlayar shore. It could be one of those charmingly neat little cities with a gorgeous natural landscape. It could be a mini paradise on earth, until the Mongol ruler Batu Khan heard about the city and wanted to conquer it. Kitish was surrounded, and there wasn't much military to resist the invasion. According to the myth, people started appearing on the city's walls with icons and prayers. Rushing out of the ground, streams of water, mixed with the cries of the civilians, began to flood the entire city, plunging it into the lake. The city vanished, but it is said to appear on the Day of Judgment. Currently, the city is only visible to saints and the righteous. Maybe if you visit Lake Svetlayar today and listen carefully, you can hear the church bells ringing from the bottom of the lake. Беловодье was the kingdom of Opona, Беловодье или Опонское царство. The earthly paradise of the kingdom of Opona, often referred to as Belovodie, is located at the edge of the flat earth or somewhere in the mountains. In the dictionary, Belovodie is defined as white water. In the folklore, it is unpopulated free land with abundant natural resources, some place in the northern lands, where saintly righteous people live far from the world, where virtue and justice reign supreme. An unceded land where people can live happily without outside pressures. Don't we all want that from time to time? It is the kingdom where the rivers are milky and honey, and the banks are sour. Many believers started to seek Belovodie after Nikon's Orthodox Church reforms. People who wanted to practice the faith as they used to started being called Old Believers. Many Old Believers faced persecution and became runaway peasants searching for Belovodie. They couldn't find it. As time passed and the number of empty spaces on the map diminished, Belovodie, or the kingdom of Opona, no longer seemed real. It remains the utopian dream in Slavic folklore. Many of these enchanted places have a trace in our world. Numerous geographical locations were named after the folklore prototypes. There are a lot of theories going on that those mythical destinations aren't just myths and existed a long time ago. Still, it is a story for another video.